So you're thinking about moving to Virginia Beach, Virginia? Well, today we are going to take a walking tour of Pacific Avenue, which is one street over from the oceanfront in Virginia Beach. So you can see what it's like and you can see if it fits in with your lifestyle. If this is your first time on the channel, then click subscribe and press the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know all about the market in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Let's get started. We're going to walk Pacific Avenue from south to north, starting at 5th Street and ending at 31st Street. Instead of starting on the sidewalk, we're going to walk across the bridge that goes from 5th Street to 9th Street across Lake Holly. And you can see there are hotels and shops on the east side of the bridge, closer to the oceanfront, and there's a neighborhood on the west side of the bridge called Shadow Lawn. Coming off the bridge, we're now at 9th Street. You can see there are a couple of hotels here on Pacific Avenue at 9th Street. We're coming up to 10th Street, which has a 7-Eleven that has a mural on the side. And also you can see across the street, there are more hotels. If you take a look down any of the streets that run east to west across Pacific Avenue, you can see a little view of the ocean. Here's another view of Lake Holly between 11th and 12th Street. Here at 13th Street, there is the Virginia Legends Walk, which is a place that honors famous Virginians such as Ella Fitzgerald and Secretariat, the horse that won the Triple Crown in the 1970s. Other notable Virginians included in the walk are Arthur Ashe, Patsy Cline, and Pearl Bailey. At 14th Street, we see the back of the Pier Shops, which is a huge arcade. And next to that, at 15th Street, is Atlantic Fun Park, which is a small amusement park that's open during the spring and summer. It has games, foods, and rides, and you can see the Ferris wheel and a few of the other rides in the park. We're coming up to 16th Street, where there are multiple shops. At 17th Street, there is 17th Street Surf Shop, which is locally owned, and there are several more locations across the city. Between 19th and 21st Street, construction is ongoing for Atlantic Park, which is going to have a surf park, shopping, dining, living, office space, and entertainment at a venue called The Dome. At 21st Street, there's a nightclub, and there are also restaurants and hotels on the other side of the street. Here's another restaurant at 21st Street. At 22nd Street, here's one of many golf courses at the oceanfront. This one is called Pirate Golf. Right at the next corner on 23rd Street, there's an 18-hole mini golf course called Jungle Golf, which has been in the city for over 40 years. At 24th Street, there are more hotels and restaurants. Here's another cute little restaurant across the street at 24th Street. If you're feeling a little adventurous, I Fly, which is an indoor skydiving facility, is at 24th Street. There's Blacklight Mini Golf at 25th Street, and across the street, there's a shopping center. Here at 26th Street, there are some condos. Got some you can see some houses over there in the background, and more hotels. You have a couple of dining options here at 28th Street. There's a donut shop and a Subway next door to that. And across the street, there are more hotels. On the other side of the Subway, there's a local restaurant called The Raven. At 30th Street, there's Murphy's Irish Pub. There is a huge parking garage at 30th Street. We're coming up to the end of the resort area of Pacific Avenue, which ends on 31st Street, and that's also Laskin Road. At 31st Street / Laskin Road, there is 31 Ocean, which is a combination of shops, dining, offices, and living. And if you look across the street, you can see there are more shops and places to live. Thanks for coming along for the tour of Pacific Avenue and Virginia Beach, Virginia. If you think think Virginia Beach is the place for you. Whether you're moving in a matter of days, weeks, or months, feel free to give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a video call so we can talk about your move to Virginia Beach, Virginia. Until next time, when I'll be showing you around town.